What's up, guys? I'm Ali. Welcome back to another video with me, guys. Newcomers, thank you for tuning into a video with me, guys. If you are here, you're at a great place, a God place. And hey, grab your cup, grab your drink, and grab your chair. Come on over, man. Let's talk. Let's have this conversation, guys. All right. Let's start this video. Let's start the video off right, guys. How everybody day was. I hope you all had a productive, good day. I hope that you completed the day. Thank God for getting you through the day, guys. Thank you, God, for getting me through the day. God, give God all the honor and the glory, because without Him, there's no us, guys. All right, y'all. Let's start the video off. All right, guys. You know how I get the bad stuff out. Let's get the bad stuff on out the way, guys. Let's get it out the way before I start the video. All right, so guys, today was a good day. It was a good day. It was a good day. I must say the devil was working. He always working, but you know me, I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm undefeated, baby. All right, so it take a village to come against me. That's how strong I'm in. All right, guys. It's just people get upset when you tell them no. I think that you should say no more often because you have been what's the word? I can't even get the word out. You have been conditioned to say to say yes, guys. That was my word I meant to say. You have been conditioned to say yes, guys. So you have to say no more often now. You have to start back training your brain, your mindset to saying no. You know, let's be honest, guys. The way that you have been doing things have not been working. I'm not talking about the people that are on the right track. I'm talking about people that's not on the right track. What you have been doing has not been working. You're not happy. You use things to avoid certain situations. You don't want to feel what you feel. Sometimes you have to feel eventually you're not going to be able to run from what you feel internally within yourself. You're not going to have things to distract you from how you feel it internally with yourself. So it's like eventually you're going to have to turn to another leave and face the things that you are feeling and learn how to quote and sit with yourself with these things. All right. So, which means you need to learn to train your mindset to start saying no with a lot of things. It's going to piss a lot of people off because a lot of people in this world are used to getting what they want from other people, guys. And it's okay to say no. As you was a kid, you was raised, even in school, guys. Your first word probably your mother or father, mother or father, you whatever, as a kid, and your second word as you got older as a toddler was no. With your friend, you were saying no. Then every time something happened, you start crying. No, you start calling out mama. That was your second word, no. But you have been conditioned to say yes, which you should be saying no. You need to start back saying no. It may piss a lot of people off, but when you gonna learn that, when you gonna love yourself, guys, when you gonna put the focus on yourself and stop putting it on other people. It's good. It's good to put it on the people that are worthy of putting it on. But sometimes you have to focus on yourself because you've been running behind people for so long and so many years and not been looking at yourself or facing nothing within yourself and just spending time with yourself, getting to know yourself, getting to know what you like, what you don't like, getting to know your triggers, getting to know who you are as a person, getting to know just things about yourself that you have not you don't know about yourself. It's a lot of things that you don't know about yourself that you can learn about yourself. But you get a lot of people get mad at other people for knowing themselves, but you can know yourself too. Everybody have the opportunity to get to know themselves. It's just up to you to make. Are you gonna decide to go? Are you gonna take the steps to get to know yourself? Or are you gonna stop doing the things that you used to do to get to know yourself? People think that, and this is not the title of the video. People think that being a manipulator and this and that, whatever. But all these people that are dealing with something, they have been conditioned. Also, a lot of people want quality things within their life. They want quality friendship. They want quality relationships. But let's be brutally honest. Manipulating and lying and being conniving, this and that, you're never gonna have that. That's just the honest, brutal truth, whatever. The God honest, brutal truth, whatever. You're never gonna have what you want. You're never gonna have these expectations that you have, or this list when it comes to people and value. You're never gonna have that operating the way that you do. It's never gonna happen. Only way you're gonna have these things within your life is unless you change your ways and stop doing the things that you used to do. And you'll have a good support. You have good support system. You have meaningful friendships, meaningful relationships. You know, nothing perfect. No relationship is not perfect. No relationship is not perfect. But it's a way that you go about certain things. Communication is the key to keep a good relationship. But a lot of people don't have that because they're being conditioned to not have these communication skills. But you can have that. But more so to the point of the video, guys, the title of the video is support system. Support system, support system. So since we're talking about it, let's keep on going. All right, so you have not been conditioned to none of these things. So you need to take another lead. Eventually going to have to take another lead because things aren't working. Your life is only going to get worse, guys. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. Your life is only going to get worse. It's not going to get no better. You're going to be wishing and hoping things are going to get better, but you can't figure out why your life is not getting better or why things are not moving in your life because the things that you are doing, the spirit that you carry with you, that's why your life is not moving forward. That's why nothing happened to you. That's why your car breaking down. That's why your relationships are falling apart. That's why your friendships are falling apart. It's you not putting the steps in to build something good. You don't want nothing good. You say out your mouth, you want this, you want that, but your actions, you're doing something completely different. You're doing something totally opposite, honestly, of what you want. So you have to change your mindset, whatever. And when it comes to the support system, guys, when it comes to the support system, everybody want to have good friends, meaningful friendships, and good relationships or whatever. But half of the time, let's be brutally honest, a lot of people do not know their partners, and their partners don't know them. You know, you can ask your partner a question about you, they probably can't give you an answer to it because that's not how your relationship was built on. A lot of people in a relationship, and this is my experience for what I have seen and what I have, witnessed. I'll just say I was working at this job, guys, okay. And this guy, him and his girlfriend, he was telling me about his relationship, whatever, him and his girlfriend and the reason why they broke up and this and that, whatever. So I started to question him about the relationship and how they end up getting together. And his response was they hooked up on the first day. Then they got to know each other after the hookup. It doesn't work like that. Guys, you cannot build a relationship on hooking up with somebody and trying to get to know them after the hookup. You already know them now. You basically just said basically y'all sleeping together was that it means is you locked in with me. It's a soul tie, You exchange fluids with each other and semen and all types of crap. We all adults. I hope no kids on here. But y'all done change semen and stuff or whatever. And hey, that's why y'all locked in. It's a soul tie. Okay. If you would have did it the right, correct way, you wouldn't have all these problems. And with that being happening, I'm pretty sure the relationship failed because you didn't take time to get to know each other. You didn't take time to get to know each other. You didn't go on dates. You didn't do nothing. Y'all just hot right in the bed and got to it. And next thing you know, I want to get to know you. You already did that. What are you talking about? You already did. You didn't slept together and everything already. So what else can you get to know about the person? So yeah. And you want a good support system, take another lead. Don't sleep with the person. Go actually they get to know one another. Ask questions. A lot of people don't ask questions. You gotta ask questions. Ask questions. Don't settle for what somebody tell you. Don't settle for what nobody tell you, guys. Ask questions. Let me tell you something. With manipulative people, they hate when you ask questions. They don't like it because they blow their cover. All right, so I'm just saying this ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm just saying what happened, man. Today, I'm going a little backwards. I'm going to fill you in. This is how you know if somebody's a manipulator. Number one, you know what? I'm going to come back to that. But we're going to stay back to this, all right? You want a good support system? Ask questions. It's good to ask questions. You want to get to know somebody, ask questions. Don't ask questions for the benefit of yourself or your self needs and wants. Ask questions because you really want to get to know the person. You cannot ask somebody a question when you already showed them who you really are. They know who you are now. So it's just like you gotta really get to know a person. And like when it comes to companion, whatever, or being in a relationship, you know, you and your partner, y'all might have been married or been in a relationship about 4 or 5 years, and you still haven't got married and got engaged. It don't take that long, 5 to 7 years, to figure out if you want to be engaged with somebody or not. It only take about 2 years. You know right off the bat within a year, this the person you want to marry. Let's just be honest. If y'all really did the steps right, took the time out to get to know each other and went on dates, then took it another step, make it official, y'all monogamous now. Within a year, within a year or so, within a year and a half, I say, you would know within a year if this is the person you want to marry, or 6 months. It just 6 to 8 months, you would know this is the person you really want to marry. And within a year, you'll know this is the person you want to be engaged with and spend the rest of your life with. You would know these things. It don't take no 4 to 7 years to figure out you want to be engaged with somebody. It really don't. So guys, like, if you want to have a successful relationship, they gotta I'm gonna give you some tools. You want to have a successful relationship, put God at the top, number one. Put God at the top, number one. Number one, you gotta put God. God at the top of everything. Number two, really get to know each other. And they always say this about a man. At the end of the day, guys, we are humans. We are humans. When you was a kid, if you got hurt, what did you do? You cried because you felt pain. You cried because you felt pain. You are human. Why all of a sudden when you get older, people always say, tough love, a man don't cry. I was crying when I was a child. What are you talking about? I'm human. Why is it okay for a woman to cry, but it's not okay for a man to cry? We are human beings. If it weren't meant for you to cry, you won't have tear ducts. If it weren't meant for you to cry, you won't have feelings. If it weren't meant for you to cry, you won't even be human. God gave us all of these things, these emotions and this and that, whatever. Pain reactions. You are a human being. It doesn't matter if you're a man. If you and your companion are together, you should be able to be comfortable with one another and to be able to express how you feel, whether that's even you have to cry together. That's a good support system. Somebody can sit down and ask you questions to get to know you, or ask you how you feeling today, or just little things, guys. Stuff like this matters, but a lot of people do not apply these things within their lives or within a relationship, guys. And they wonder why the relationship is not working. Because the relationship, y'all don't do nothing. Y'all just have sex all day. Let's be honest. And you don't do nothing. You don't take a time to get to know each other. Y'all popping out kids left and right. That's all you see now. You just see a lot of kids being popped out in relationships, people just sleeping with each other. Everybody sleep with everybody. You married, sleeping around with everybody. What's the whole point of being in a relationship for? For an image? That's not good. That's not a good support system. If you're worried about your image. But man, when you be in a good relationship, put God at number one. Number two, get to know your companion. Like really get to know your companion. Sit down for about a week and don't have sex. Just get to know each other and just see how things switch within your relationship. A person will like you more when you have self-interest in them, not having selfish interest in yourself and your needs and wants. You gotta really get to know your partners, guys. You have to really get to know your partners. Take your time out, spend some time together, you and her or him, and y'all just get to know each other. Go out to eat. Put them phones down. Them phones ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. They're gonna be right there in your purse, or the guys, the fellas, gonna be right there on your side. Put them phones down. I see more older people that been together for like 34 years, they are more happier than these younger people like myself. They are more happy and more successful in a relationship than us younger folks. Because you know why? Because they really got to know each other. Today, nobody get to know each other. Nobody ask questions. Nobody have no interest in what they partner have. It's okay to be vulnerable, guys. Also, it's okay to be vulnerable. You are human. You are a human being. You're not a superhuman being. You're not. You're not. You're not Superman. Period. You're not Superman. You're not a superhuman. You are a human being. When you cry, you don't. You don't. When you cry, guys, you got tears coming out your eyes. You don't have liquid coming out your eyes looking like dishwasher liquid. You don't have that. You're not bleeding out tears. Come on, man. Let's be realistic. You are human. So it's like, get with the program. Stop letting people tell you guys that a man shouldn't cry or a man is less than a man because he cried. A man that cries is a good provider. He's emotionally intelligent. He is also he in tune with his feminine energy. He's in tune with his masculine energy. He's loyal. He's not out here sleeping with everybody. That's the type of man you want. The man that's gonna get to know you. A man that's gonna be a man also at the same time. And you need to get to know somebody that you really have interest. If you cannot be vulnerable with a person that you're around, and you might have an idea or something that you might like this, doing something on the side or something that you might think is cool. If you can't come to your partner, your girlfriend, your boyfriend about what you got going on or what you may feel is interesting to you without them criticizing you, that's not the person you should be with. Any person you with, they should be able to support what you're doing. If you have this weird hobby that you like to do, they should be able to support what you're doing and say, well, that's very creative. That's very creative of you, I like what you're doing. I like, your creativity and whatever, They should be able to compliment and just be there with you and have interest of the things you're doing, whatever. Or they want to join in. People don't do these things. People don't know their partner, man. People don't know their partner. You have to have hobbies. If you have a hobby, guys, like I just said, and your partner just asks you about it and have interest of, because you really like this and you showing your partner you really like what you're doing. You really like this hobby or whatever. And they just throw it off. You shouldn't be doing that. Man, don't do that. You don't need to be with her. You don't need to be with her because she's not supportive. She gonna dog whatever you do out. She's not a good supportive system. A real partner, they're going to support you. They'll be like, honey, you know what? I like what you're doing. It's really good. I like it's cool. It's very creative of you, whatever. And, I would like to join it, just to, support you in what you're doing, whatever. For real? You want to join in with me? You want to help me? You know how excited a guy would be to have a girl like that? You know how excited a girl would be to have a man like that? But we don't have that, guys. The support system in relationships, they suck. Even with, what the big problem is, though? Why people missing these things? They don't have God in their life. Everything is lustful. Everything is built on materialistic and money and this facade. No genuine, no originality. Everything is just fake. It's all about an image. It's all about who got more money than everybody else. Look at me, I'm with the hottest girl, the baddest. I don't want to even say that because I don't like how the females that. But you know what I'm talking about though. Look at this guy. I'm with the dopest guy. I'm not a trophy. It's just we need to do better. Also, friendships, support systems. Friendship support system and family support system. We don't have that today. We don't have that today, guys. We need more of it. We don't have it. Your friendships today, people don't know what it means to have friends or really be a friend, let alone the meaning of being a loyal friend at that. Nobody's loyal, even in relationships. Nobody's supportive. Nobody supports you what you do. Nobody gonna be there to clap for you. If you want to really have a real supportive friendship, you need to take these steps, guys. I'm gonna say this. Number one, get to know your friend. Your friendship is just like a relationship. You have to get to know the person that you're hanging out with, the person that you're gonna be telling your business to. Don't tell them everything. Now, hold up. Now, we're gonna tell them a little bit. We gotta keep this stuff to ourselves. You only gonna tell a little bit. You ain't gonna tell everything to your friendship. To your friend or whatever. But your friendship is based off of a relationship too at the same time. But people don't get to know their friends. Everybody call everybody friends nowadays. I don't understand it. I never understand it. I don't get it. Um, if you hear some sounds of plane flying by. All right, guys. So, but they don't say that though. Honestly, they don't know how to get to know your friends. Everybody friend nowadays. If we got trauma incoming, we friends. We friends now. We both had the same trauma incoming. Um, it's not built off. It's somebody can have trauma income, but they're not taking a step to heal their trauma. What's the whole point? You just sitting on trauma, and we both are gonna be sitting on your trauma, and we're gonna be throwing each other face, and we're gonna tell the next person we got trauma, and we all gonna make it like we have something in common. The only thing y'all got in common is your trauma. Y'all both broke people, broken people. Um, a real friendship should not be based off that your trauma. A real friendship should be based off of getting to know your friend, spending time with your friend, laughter, great moments. Um, adventurous, exciting, fun to be around a person or whatever. Great memories, pictures. You go places together, you explore life together. They'll get support systems. They're gonna be there when you first graduate or your first business deal or whatever. I don't know. But they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there to support you. They don't have to talk to you every day. They're gonna always be around you all the time. You're gonna be the only person they're gonna really want to hang out with. You might have other friends, but they're gonna want to hang out with you more because you are the best friend. And you are the good friend if you are that. Um, they're not gonna let people talk bad about you. They don't even sit around to let somebody talk bad about you. They're gonna walk away. Just cut the person off. People say one thing bad about somebody today, and they're still hanging out with the person that was saying something bad about your friend. I never understood that. I don't get it. But same thing with family, guys. You need a good family support system. We don't have that either, guys. We don't have that. Family today only come together with somebody to die, baby. Let me see. What else? What else? Family, family, family. Family don't never call you. The only time they're gonna pick up the phone and call you unless they want to borrow $1, 5 or something. But other than that, they ain't gonna pick up the phone to call you. A family support system supposed to be built on family. Family is supposed to be a family, a good support system. A family, you supposed to be the one person not gonna judge your relatives. Your family supposed to be there to support your relatives, not bring down your relatives. They supposed to be there to support you. When you ain't got nowhere else to go, you should be able to run to your family. Hey, I'm dealing with this. I need some help. I need some support. That's your family. But nah, not today. Not today. A family will help you if you down and out, baby. They ain't finna help you. Only time they're gonna help you is when you down and out. And they're gonna go help somebody else. They're gonna go help somebody else that's doing better than you. I never understood that either, but they do it, they do it, they do it. Everybody know I'm telling the truth. All right, so they will never help you. The only time they will help you is unless you down and out. But they'll go help somebody else before they ever help you. I'm just speaking the truth. I'm just speaking the truth. God put it in my heart. He just told me to say it. But I'm just saying though, yeah, I know I ain't lying. So we need a good family support system, but I ain't gonna go there right now. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna give y'all family. I'm gonna give you a little pass right now, but I'm gonna come back to you now. Don't think I'm gonna come back because I'm gonna turn back around. I'm at that U-turn, and I'm coming right back to you, baby, because I ain't let you slide either. I ain't put my foot off the gas on your ass. Oh, but God forgive me. But just say it. Just say it. All right. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say, guys. I hope that you had a good conversation with me, guys. I hope that you had a good kiki. I hope that you got some wisdom, got some knowledge, and just try to be better as people when it comes to building friendship and having a good support system and relationships too. Also, that's all I'm trying to say. I hope that my tools that was very helpful for you guys. I don't know how long the video was. Uh, you know, But I try to carry out the long as I can. I could probably go with some more, but I gotta get out here and get this workout in, guys. But I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. I hope God be with you all, and y'all stay safe. And you know, even to people that come against me, I wish bad nothing on them, and even the people at work. Um, Vengeance is not mine; it's God. So hey. May God be with y'all, and I hope y'all do better as people, and we all need to do better as people. But yeah, all right. Until my next video, guys, peace and love. May God be with you. Peace.